Hi guys. So this is actually my first live. I'm really excited. A little bit nervous to be honest. So I already pre-shuffled these cards, but I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle them a little bit more for y'all on camera so that you can see for yourself. Also, I did just want to mention, I did make playlists for each of the signs, and if you'd like to go and see some of your other readings from me, those are posted. So I will be updating them as I go, and you guys can definitely make suggestions on how you like me to carry on with those, or if you have any questions, etc., etc. So I'm going to use my Moonchild Tarot deck for today. I'm going to get 4 cards out of here, and then I will use the Rider-Waite for clarifiers. Let's see what happens. This is going to be for Leo for the beginning of January 2021. And let's get 4 starting cards for us here. I hope y'all's beginning of the year has been going all right. It's been kind of all over the place, right? Okay. All right, so the first 4 cards that we got here, Moonchild came out in reverse. So somebody is emerging. This is like an unveiling for me personally. This would be the perfect card for this reading since it's my first live ever. You guys may be unveiling some aspect of yourself, or potentially a new project, a new idea, a new endeavor that you're going to be pursuing. Could be a new relationship. This in the upright, the Moonchild just has divine knowledge that is not yet discovered. There's a real innocence behind her. You can feel these white flowers. She's in a field of white flowers. So it's almost like her coming of age is kind of how I'm seeing this. She's got the moon here. And I know people sometimes think that Baphomet has, horns or something like that. But this actually is showing the balance of the secrets or of the unveiling that's going to come along. So she may have some kind of a download or a drip. I'm just seeing this here as the moon would be the opening or the archway, the doorway that she is now going to be able to walk through, even if she is upside down. Moons typically mean secrets. So this is the unveiling of the moon in her. So this is definitely a great card for new beginnings and for kind of a new takeoff, if you will. And the very next card, the other reason why I think that, the very next card is the Ace of Pentacles. So this offer for her is a really big one. That is a huge pentacle. It's got rainbows coming out of both sides. So she's got multiple doorways, multiple arches. There's also just little remnants of pentacles on each side. So they talk about the Trinity and having all of those things come together as one. That's really one of the things that is being offered by the universe at this time is the cohesion between mind, body, and soul for this woman. They're going to gift her that at this time and kind of present her with a new path to follow. So that's really positive. We've got the Knight of Pentacles next. So this guy right here, he's kind of a slow-moving guy. He's not super fast, but he's also slow and steady, and he wins the race every time. So this is usually an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. He's definitely holding a flag, and I'm just seeing, I don't know why I'm seeing this as the moon, and you know how we went up there and put our flag in the moon. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that with this coming of age, there may be a significant event or a significant marker, I will say, of whatever has happened, a significant showing of appreciation, pride, joy. All of these things could be in the works here. He's got lots and lots of seeds behind him, plenty of pentacles to back up both himself and whatever endeavor this is. And it could be an earth sign itself. Like I said in all of my videos, basically, these genders are not specific. So we each have yin and yang, or masculine and feminine energy inside of us. This is definitely a representation of potentially a guy, but also this could be the same person that's just able to move forward at this point with the offer, the new unveiling and the new offer that they're going to stake their claim on. So that's the way that that's coming across at this point, and we will get those clarifiers, like I said. We've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is no childish offer. This is a real live, grown-up, you know, this is a solid offer. It's not in the beginning stages. This woman here, if she is coming of age, she's no longer a child. She's no longer considered a juvenile offer, or no longer considered to be a immature kind of entity in and of herself, only because of her youth and her innocence. This could really be the reversal of all of that. And this offer here is a slow moving offer to grow, to enhance herself in a different way, and to acknowledge the things that were kept in the background before, or the things that were not yet fully developed before in her own psyche, in her own life, in her own existence. So this is the staking of that claim and her being, acknowledged for her growth. So let's go ahead and get clarifiers for these guys, and I will let you know what I see. Like I said, I'm using Rider Tarot for the clarifier. We're just going to get 2 for each of the cards, and then I can let you know what I'm seeing here. Again, I did shuffle these beforehand, but I am going to give them another little shuffle here. We'll just let me get the cards on the table, and then I'll let you guys know what I'm looking at. They're trying to all pop out at the same time, so let me get 2 more. Oof. Yeah, the cards have a lot to say. You guys, Leos may be going through a lot at this time, or, if you are coming into your own, this could be really busy for you, or you might have a lot of new thoughts or mindsets. I'm hearing popcorn in my head. So I love mental popcorn. I love having a whole bunch of thoughts at one time and being able to sift through them. But for some people, it kind of can be overwhelming. So just make sure that you're giving yourself time to adjust to any change that you might be going through. Let's see what else. All right. So for the clarifiers for the moon child here, what I pulled was a Hierophant in reverse, as well as the 7 of Cups in reverse. So this commitment is not a choice. This is literally, like I said before, a maturing, a coming of age, a time in this woman's life when she's actually going to be manifesting something that is actually not a decision for her. She has no choice. She's going to commit. So I don't know why I'm hearing here. A lot of people have a moment in life when you go from being a child to an adult. And that moment may have anything to do with, I'm hearing the Joker and Batman's bad day speech, where Joker took the bad day and made sure everyone else had the same bad day. And Batman took the bad day and made sure that he tried to save as many people as he possibly could from that bad day. This is the kind of decision that defines, children versus adults, that makes people come of age. So when you're younger, you have a choice about what you can commit to, only because you're not able to fully comprehend exactly what that might be. You're taken to church with your family. You're kind of told about certain political groups. You're kind of encouraged towards certain lifestyles, just as by way of being in a family, or having people raising you around who have their certain beliefs already kind of installed. Excuse me. And this is really a time and a place when somebody is willing to take a step back, take that new kind of mantle of responsibility that is now being dumped on the ground at their feet, and pick it up, make it into something that's no longer a choice. You don't have a choice about this commitment. You don't have a choice about this endeavor that you've always gone to church on Sundays, and you're deciding that you'd like to switch religions. This is no longer going to be a commitment that you're going to choose. This is redefining of yourself, of your secret inner child. It's the way that your inner child is going to express itself to the world, and the way that you're choosing as an adult to do that. So you might have a ton of options at first about, which religion you want to choose, you want to switch to, et cetera, et cetera. After you've made that decision, there's no option. You're not gonna stop committing to that. There's no choice to not commit to it. So that's the way that I'm seeing these coming out. The Ace of Pentacles in the upright, I drew the Page of Cups, as well as the Motherhood in reverse. So this could possibly be, this is an offer here that is going to afford a certain amount of new perspective. And like I just said, if you were raised by your parents in a certain way, or if you were preconditioned, is what I want to say, to believe certain things about people, places, or the world in general, this may be a new offer. This may be a new perspective. This may be a new idea that nobody else has ever had before. This could be a new, project that you've decided to undertake that was not something that your mother would approve of. I know for me, I really don't want my son in high collision sports yet. And I know people are like, people do it all the time. Well, I just feel like he has his whole life to go smash his head on stuff, but he doesn't need to be getting concussions back to back or any other kind of, head injuries from sports until a little bit later in life. That's, for example, just me as a mother, that was my choice. My son may, when he turns 18 or when he turns, 16 even, or goes to high school, whatever. I don't know when that's going to happen. He's going to be able to make these choices by himself because I'm no longer going to worry. I'm no longer, once I see him coming into his own in a spiritual aspect, then I can stop worrying about that. It's like having faith in what you know versus trying to force the situation. That's what I'm saying here. So rather than going along with what you've always kind of agreed with or what you've always kind of thought was acceptable for whatever situation that you're in, you may be having a new offer handed to you with a small seed, and that will grow into a huge future endeavor. So this is like a tree rooting up. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures. I don't know where it's located, and I should, so that's really bad. But there's pictures of hands coming out of sand in certain deserts in the world. And that's just what I'm seeing here is the unearthing of a new offer that doesn't necessarily include, because this one is coming of age, Leo, I do feel like this may be for some younger Leos or for Leos who are just emerging out of what their original paradigm of thought may have been for the time being, or for the, up until this point in your life. This is like a turning point. So you're saying, hey, I'm going to do things differently. We all watch our parents as we're growing up to get an idea of how to be a parent. A lot of times people are nervous about having children because they don't want to become their parents, or because they do want to be exactly like their parents, or whatever your stance is. However, once you become a parent yourself, you have your very own operation and mechanisms to go about doing that. And it's kind of like a handoff of a baton from generation to generation. You pass down certain traditions and certain stories about the past of your family, what you guys have gone through, et cetera, et cetera. And it's actually really okay for you to take this, take some of the things that you really love from those traditions, and then also leave the things behind that did not serve you as a child or did not serve your child at this point. There could be things that are now outdated about the way that you were raised, et cetera, et cetera. So for the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, I did draw the Page of Wands in the upright, as well as the Justice in reverse. So moving forward, there could be something that feels a little bit unstable, unjust. I remember when I first kind of became a woman myself, and I was really upset because I was like, I don't understand why men don't have to go through this, and et cetera, et cetera. With my monthly cycle, et cetera. And I think this is really that feeling is what I'm getting, not so much an actual justice system. This could be something having to do with a slow moving motion towards non-justice for you, Leo. You could be feeling like you're being dragged towards a big injustice, or if me as a mother, I know my son is always like, well, my dad said that I could, and I'm always like, well, I don't care. So it's this could be a sense of you feeling like something's not fair, something's not just, and it could be more of a little whimsical kind of need or want that you don't feel is being brought to justice, or it could be something much larger, like maybe you're you're now 16, so your parents expect you to get a job. And because you're 16 and you don't want to get a job, you feel like that's a really unjust thing, that now you're going to have to pay for your own clothes, or now you're going to have to pay for your own, entertainment money to go to the movies with your friends. Like, this could be something very basic like that. It could be an actual justice case that you don't feel like is going well, but that's not really the sense that I get from the rest of the layout. Page of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Three of Cups in the upright, and the Knight of Swords, excuse me, in the reverse. So whatever kind of immature or childish or offer you may have gotten that was like your first impulse to rush in with, that is actually going to be like something that you may default back to a couple times. But in the long run, you're not going to be rushing in with any kind of immature behavior yourself at this point, because of the reunion with this unveiling. So because you're able to, instead of having a secret child, it's now a non-secret child. This is not something that you can avoid any longer. It's not an offer, a small offer, or a new offer that's rushing in. It is now a solid reunion with you, your mentality, your livelihood, your new stance on whatever you've got going on right now. This is now a new shift in the overall perspective and story of your existence. And I do feel like this is like almost like a rite of passage that you're going through. You may be able to tell me better than I can. This could just be the new year, but I'm strongly feeling a lot of that older energy of commitment, parenthood, justice, all these really kind of strong moral values, ethics, kind of the way you choose to behave towards other people when you live your life. Is that something that you're able to maintain? And at this point, it looks like it is, because of that Three of Cups in the upright. You've now reunited with your inner child in a way that it no longer has to offer. Now, the only thing that you need to offer is this new adult mindset of walking through new doorways and saying cheers to the potential of life to come. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys at this time. I will go ahead and grab 2 future advice cards for you, just to give us some perspective on how to move forward. And I'm going to I'll just use the Rider Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot. Let me just give it a shuffle really fast here. I was going to switch decks, but I feel like that's a little excessive. So let's see. Yep, so the deck is actually just reiterating that there's maybe not a lot of illumination at this time on how to go about that reunion, or how to kind of come into your own. But I think that's why the slow moving offer is here, is to kind of give you a step-by-step game plan on how to pursue that. You know how when you're walking up a garden path, there may be little pebbles in the way, or like a pebble path, or a stone pathway that you're going to follow up to the cottage. I'm just seeing that book, The Shack. I don't know if you guys have read that, but I would if I was you. It's really good perspective on coming of age, the way that God can present himself to many, many different people, places, and different ways, etc., etc. And I don't know why I'm just seeing someone climbing the stairs to the shack right now, but I'm just seeing one footstone at a time being like kind of appearing in on this man's path towards that moon that she's now got, protecting her terrestrial world. So I think, you don't need to be nervous. Just take it one step at a time. And I think things will work out. The 3 cards that came out, this is very promising. We've got the 10 of Cups in the upright. So a very happy outcome, a very happy family life, a very sturdy, there's a whole family unit right there. Very happy, rejoicing under the rainbow. able to see all of the abundant, you know, emotions that they're able to experience, and the whole sky is blue. So you know, there's a lot of emotion here. There's a lot of understanding, a lot of deep bonds that are felt within the family unit at this point. With the Queen of Swords and the Queen of you know, Wands here, this could be a Libra, this could be a fire sign. So this, or you know, typically like maybe this woman here, she's very beautiful, she's very productive, she's just all about her manifestation. She's got a black cat there at her foot, she's got a sunflower, and she's got a staff. So she's all about creating this happy family life. She can make blah, blah, blah. She can make the garden look beautiful. She can cultivate the animals. She can help with figuring out the way to kind of make the situation fun for everybody involved. And the Queen of Swords here is really direct. So these two characters together could be separate people, or it could just be the mindset that you're bringing together between this new coming of age. That, you know, this is now the third. You know, we were looking at the kind of aspect of the Trinity on this card here. These could be the two sides of herself. You know, we've all got an entire birth chart, which you can go look at. Astrology Cafe is a really good place to go look yours up. We've all got a natal chart. So she could have some aspect of Libra, some fire sign in her chart, and then also potentially her moon sign could be something like an earth sign. We'll just give you an example for this, since I'm trying to make the point that she could be grounding herself at this point, or plugging in to her higher self, and therefore flipping that image of her, you know, her younger self is still here in the background and still able to see, still front and center, because that's what all of us do, is we have our inner child just kind of tucked there in the back. However, now that she's come of age, you know, she's no longer a child. So both of these women could give birth to a child, could offer a child from now on. So this is now maybe a new mindset that she can take on and really spearhead those things that she's been wanting to pursue for a long time. The Queen of Swords have her hand out, so she's actually inviting new information in, but she does have her guard up. So there's a trade-off that's happening here between the childhood and the playfulness, as well as the new maturity or cognizance to be careful, or to pursue with as much caution as necessary for her to maintain this disposition and to achieve this happy inner life for herself, as well as her life with her family. So that is what I'm seeing here. I hope you guys enjoyed the read. I will be back for more. Today is going to be all the fire signs. So this is Leo. I will be going on to Sagittarius and to Aries in a moment. You guys can feel free to join me there if you like. If this is your last video of the day with me, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.